This question is asking us about an attribute of a trig function, specifically the phase shift. It says, what is the phase shift of the function y equals 2 times sine of x plus pi fourths minus 1? This is the formula we've been using to identify these key features or transformations or attributes of trigonometric functions. And we're asked about the phase shift. So A represents the amplitude, B determines the period of the function, C is going to impact the phase shift, which was what we're asked about, and D is the vertical shift or the midline of the function. So this value here, located inside of the parentheses, subtracted in the formula, we want to pay attention to that, and now in ours it's added. So what happened there and how does that impact? But we're focused on this value here, this pi force. Okay, so as we just said, in this formula is the negative, all right? So if this was x minus pi force, the value for c would just be pi force. But since it's x plus pi force, then that tells us that the value for c had to be negative pi force. So if I showed that, it would look like this. X minus from the formula, and then I'll put in parentheses minus pi force, and minus that minus is going to change that to plus. That's how this negative turned into a positive. So the value for C is equal to negative pi force. And so shifting something negatively, pi force, is going to move us left pi force, or left whatever value that is. So in this case, we know that since C is negative, that shifts it to the left. And what is the value for C? It's pi force. So pi force to the left is our phase shift, and we can find that in selection G.